Hi, this is Mimi and welcome to another journal flip through. It is officially the end of November and my journal is filled and chunky and ready to be flipped through. So shall we? If you've never been here before for a flip through, I go fast. It kind of annoys me when people go really slow with a flip through. So I go fast. There is a video on how I made this, sorry for the glare, this journal cover. If you're interested, I will, if I remember. I'm really bad at remembering everybody. I'm so sorry. Brain fog is part of my life and I completely space on it. So if I remember, I will link how I made this down below because still it is my favorite journal cover. Look at it. It's so pretty. Okay. It was a long month this month. Ooh. This was the day, the first, my hip finally didn't hurt. So, I was able to start working out again. If you didn't know, my hip hurt all of October, so I could not work out. Bad. It hurt bad. Like there were days I couldn't even get up. I also got a call from the doctor's office to see about my new meds and talk about my side effects of what my new meds will have before she would prescribe them. And I read Butcher and Blackbird, and funny enough, this was my favorite book of the month. This was 5 stars. It was so good, and I read it on the first, and it was my favorite book for the month. Let's see. Oh, I started my Christmas shopping on this day. My snacky plate. Look, fried cheese, my favorite thing. And I watched The Lost Colony of Roanoke. What else did I do? I did 30 minutes on the stationery book. Oh, and this is when I talked to my mom about gifts for my nieces, and I had to laugh about the cost of one of the gifts, and I said there's no way. I read Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. It was long, it was drawn out, and there was very little true crime to it. It was not the best. Oh, and I also read Artie and the Wolfman, which was a big library read book, which means if you've never seen one of those, if you ever see one on Libby, they're unlimited takeouts. Like everybody can have a copy at the same time. It's not one of those where you have to have a hold and wait. Okay? I picked up my new meds on this day and worked on a Christmas project. And then this was the first day I had to change my dad's sheets. He can no longer do it. It's just too much for him. And then the next day I watched, oh no, is this the same day? I don't know. Yes, this is the same day. I watched Quiz Lady and made my ex-mother-in-law's, one of the very few foods that she makes that I like, which was smoked sausage soup. And my son was like, no, too much corn, Mom. And then we got pizza. Why did we get pizza? Oh, because of everything I did. I did my dad's laundry. I shampooed, vacuumed all the rugs, mopped all the floors, washed all the dishes, cleaned everything, worked out, and then my dad was like, no, you're not making dinner, so he ordered pizza, and we had this Supreme, was it a Supreme pizza from the pizza place we go to? And there's so many toppings on it, it's insane. And I read Leave the World Behind. Thumbs down. I'm not even going to bother watching the movie. That's how bad it was. Okay. Ugh. Daylight savings. It was horrible. Ooh, and I gave the big dog a bath. Let's not discuss giving the big dog a bath. It was torture. The first time I ever tried to give her a bath, she screamed in the tub the entire time. This time she didn't scream. She just kept trying to escape, and I had to pick her up and carry her into the tub. I had to pick her up from the bedroom, walk her to the bathroom, and deposit her in the tub. And she's a 55-pound dog. She's not tiny. But here, this boy got a bath, and he loves tubbies. Look, he loves tubbies. And I read romantic comedy and the ABC Murders. The next day we watched John Wick 4. We've had it for so long and have not gotten a chance to watch it, but we finally did. And let's see, what do we got in here? What else did we do? Oh, we ran some errands. I once again couldn't sleep. We got our furnace serviced. My dad got his booster. So what day was this? The 6th. He got his booster on the 6th, and he got COVID this month. Yeah, for all those anti-vaxxers, you're probably going to see it. Whatever, people. Monday taste for the hashtag Feb and June. 5 Monday taste. What was the best thing you ate today? Oh, we had that. I got that muffalata dip from Aldi, and I spelled that wrong. Sorry. From Aldi, and it was so good. And we also got this chive and onion cheese. And then I was eating, because I whatever. It is what it is. And then I was alternating the muffalata dip with jalapeno cranberry dip, and it was an experience. And if you like any of those things, you should try it. But when I went to Aldi this time, they didn't have it. I was so sad. What did you see that made you happy? I saw my mommy this day. I read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Bleep, and nope. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, this was voting day. So the boyfriend left to go vote, and then he brought home Chinese for lunch. I ate the chicken and left the rice for my dad. This was a day. Oh yeah, we cooked multiple foods this day and nothing seemed to work. Have you ever had one of those days? Nothing seemed to work. My fortune, be brave enough to live creatively. Truth. All right, this day, oh, we had the Motor City Pizza Company 3-meat Detroit style deep dish pizza. So good. I worked on the project, read, but I didn't finish the book today because there's nothing here to show that I finished anything. Oh, here. There was nothing. I heard nothing today. I had stayed off social media all day. Buying books is self-care. That is so true. And I was almost done with my project. Oh no, here we go. This is from the 8th. That's right, I had to add a piece in. So I read My Life with the Walter Boys because there is a movie coming out on Netflix. I watched Till Murder Do Us Part, Soaring versus Haysom. And then voices in my head keep telling me to get more books. I googled my symptoms. Turned out I just need more books. True. Because guess what I did this day? I bought books. Target had their buy two get one free, and I bought 3 books, which I rarely do. I rarely buy new books. Oh, and this is when I realized that my project was uneven that I was making because of all the color changes. There was a point where it was color changing like every 4 stitches, and it's so uneven, but it is what it is. Oh, and then the boyfriend forgot his phone at home. He lost a $60 lottery ticket winner and lost a check from his insurance company, and he was going to use that to buy a PS5. He already has a PS5, and then he wanted one for here, and he wanted the Slim, and it was coming out on the 10th, and he had all this money, and he had lost it. Let's see. Oh, I had my niece this day. Here she is crafting. She was here. She didn't want to go shopping with my mom and her sister. Here's her sister. Her face is covered. She didn't want to go shopping with her mom and her sister, so she came here. We got quesadillas from Qdoba because she loves getting quesadillas from Qdoba when she's here. And we watched Elemental on Disney Plus. Friday, get out of your way to smell something different today. Oh, this must be the answer to that. So the Bath and Body Works, this is what that was. You can't really see it, but it is a Dachshund, winter Dachshund holding hand sanitizer. So, oh, and I read My Darling Girl from Jennifer McMahon. Wasn't her best. One small crack does not mean you're broken. It means you're put to the test and you didn't fall apart. Truth. I read Check and Mate and My Best Friend's Exorcism on this day. My boyfriend was really upset about not being able to get the PS5. He's in pain because all he does is climb ladders at work. He's too old to be climbing ladders at work. We're in our 40s. Like, where are the young kids at his job to do that? They keep saying that he's old, so where are they? I lied. I met my weight loss goal on this day. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, here's the dog got another bath because he's been itchy. I read Linda Castillo's After the Storm. And there I am. I trimmed my hair recently, so this is when my hair was still longer because I'm trying to grow my hair out. So I wanted to have my hair be mostly even for growing my hair out. Oh, and this was a Sunday, so I had Dr. Pepper. My dad got me a sampler of Christmas flavored K-Cups. They are not good. Not good. And I'm so mad that they're not good. I've been drinking them because I like flavored coffee at night. They're not good. We ran some errands. I woke up and listened to my boyfriend snore. He was snoring so loud. And he didn't snore all night. But I woke up early in the morning and I rolled over, and then he started snoring, and then I couldn't fall back to sleep. I got my first Made It Stamp Club set. I read Chevy Stevens' Never Let Go. My kid brought home the holiday pie from McDonald's, and I discovered my love for sugar-free Russell Stovers. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie. In here is just receipts. I try to keep my receipts for future reference. The 14th, I read Last Girl Breathing by Court Stevens. If I recall, it was pretty good. This little scrap of fabric came on my boyfriend's lined sweatpants so you could feel what the lining felt like. It was so weird. Our furnace started leaking out of the overflow pipe, so my dad called and said, no, like there's a full bucket. Our bucket was full. I didn't notice. I hadn't been down in a while, and the only reason I noticed was because the concrete slab it sits on was wet, and that's the only reason I noticed. I listened to the Golden Spoon, and they came to fix the furnace, and it was $563. The bladder was shot, and the guy said the bladder must have been shot for a while. And then I decided to film a bunch of videos so I could focus on Thanksgiving. And here I said I had 4 Christmas gifts left. Let me tell you, I bought way more than that. I also donated to the local library. I always donate whenever they send one to me. And this is the card they sent. And inside they talked about the beginning of the library, like when the library was built and all that. I could spend days with no outside contact, just reading books. Totally true. Oh, I watched this Matt Rice special. It was so bad. It was bad. I laughed like one time. And it was, the time I laughed was when he was talking about how he, son of a bitch! Stole his stepdad's bad video. And when his stepdad got home, he realized it right away and was like walking down the hallway. And I was like, yep. If you were my age, you remember when your parents realized you did something wrong and they would come walking down the hallway and you'd be scared crapless. Oh, the dog. I was still trying to fix that blanket that I was making. And I bought myself the Echo Park mystery box, and I bought it as a reward for all the hard work I knew was coming up. My insomnia was back in full force. This was day 478 of a headache, and I bought this tea. I got this tea for my boyfriend, and he hated it. All right, the 18th, I read The Plea, Lube Job, and oh yeah, I don't even remember what I did. It was just a blur. Look at it. It was a blur. Set up the Christmas tree, read some books, seasoned and cut up the bread cubes to dry for filling. That's about it. This day I read With Love from Cold World, Love, Hate. This is another book. I got this one, Checkmate, and Red, White, and Royal Blue because I love that book and I want it. It's so good. But those are the books I got from Target. Bro Split, and then my boyfriend brought me home one of those little mini kits, and it made this aquarium. And then my Aunt Lisa, God love her, I can say it now. She texted me and asked me to make her Christmas cards, and said she wanted a stylized version of her fireplace. That was a difficult thing to come up with. Here we go. Here's my son and his cat. Aren't they both so adorable? My son is so adorable. I love him so much. And his cat is such a cutie. He's a little jerk, but he's adorably cute. And he always looks so grumpy. I read Illegal Contact. Oh, here I was making the filling. I've been up since 7 a.m. and working since before 8. Made 15 pounds of filling, the cranberry sauce. I prepped my aunt's cards, but had to buy an embossing folder on Amazon. Spoiler alert, I bought the wrong size and then had to return that and buy another size. I pulled out all of the outdoor decorations, bought new stakes, because I have no idea where the other one went. Oh, here's my cranberry sauce. I cut my boyfriend's hair. I was so tired that day. It was a lot. It's a lot. This is cracking. I should cover that. Oh. 21st. Here we go. My dad woke up sick. He had a cold. I gave him COVID tests. He did not take them. And I went for my mammogram. Made pumpkin pie. Did all that. My son ordered dinner so I wouldn't have to cook. And I read Make You Mine. And here we go. The 22nd. I was out getting coffee, and my dad came in and said, guess who has COVID? And I said, guess who needs to go the fuck to his room? I was like, you need to go to your room and stay in there. And then I hung masks on his doorknob and said, grab those masks. Do not leave your room without a mask. You need to quarantine. And then I got into a fight with my boyfriend because he was being a jerk about it. Like, your dad needs to stay in his room. I'm like, he is. Like, what do you want me to do? I stayed in my room. And I'm like, I didn't when I had COVID. Why not? And I'm like, because I had to take care of you. I had to take care of him. I brought him down food. I brought him down. I set up the basement for him because he got tested positive first last year. I set up the basement for him. I brought him a case of water. I brought him juice. I brought him a teapot. I brought him ramen noodles. I brought him tea bags. I brought him sugar. I brought him all this stuff and set up the basement for him. And then I ended up with COVID and I still was taking care of him. I was like, get the hell out of here. You can see I was mad. I really ranted. I was mad. Get out of here. I read Until You. And then here's the embossing folder I bought. And Want Me. And then here's my turkey. Look at my turkey. He was spatchcocked. I always spatchcock my turkey. If you want to make a good turkey, you spatchcock him. You rub him down and you leave him naked. Do not cover him with foil. Don't. You leave him naked in that oven. Okay? And you will get beautifully crispy skin. Here is Thanksgiving, and here was my Thanksgiving dinner that we were eating in my bedroom because quarantine. We were staying away from Bob. And there's the Boston folder. Isn't that pretty? I read Head in the Game, and my dad was really very sick on this day. I also got my mammogram results back, and they found density in my right breast, so I have to go for another mammogram in December. Which I'm not stressing about because it could be nothing. It could be something, it could be nothing, so why stress? I also then have to go the next day for blood work and the day after that for a gynecologist appointment. Like, done. The first week of December is going to be horrible. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not people or things. Truth. I read Britney Spears, The Woman in Me. Let's not talk about it. I've already said it when I did this one. Was not good. And don't hate on me for that, okay? I read Blurred Lines, and I had to yell and give my dad crap about this because he was not drinking and he was not eating and he was dizzy. And I'm like, you're dizzy because you're not drinking or eating. He drank 3 drinks in 3 days. That was it. I was so mad. I was like, what the heck? I was so mad. The 25th, I read 4 books. They were novellas, so it's fine. They were all like 70 pages. Novellas, but I'm trying to finish off this series. I only have a few more to go. Today, I said I was so tired of venting my frustrations in this journal. So today, it's just things that happened. I got the receiver from Amazon. Oh yeah, we lost our outdoor receiver for the outdoor lights. We lost the remote. I had the plug-in end, but I can't find the remote anywhere. I don't know what happened to it. So now I don't have to open the door to turn on the outdoor lights. I just press a button. My boyfriend texted saying that Target had their flannel sheets 40% off, so I bought my dad a second pair because he is now obsessed with flannel sheets. And then he said to me, get yourself a pair. And I said to him, I said, who do you think's buying these? I'm buying these. If I want a second pair, I'll buy a second pair. I don't need your permission. I don't need to be told to do it. Like, what the heck? I got a long hug from my kid because he apologized for not liking what I made for dinner. Can you believe this kid loves cream and mushroom soup? Doesn't like it with pasta. I'm like, but that's a thing. Like, that's not... Like, whatever. I read Dead and Gone. I had just bought it. Love it. Sometimes you just have to shut the bleeping door on what you... I don't know why I'm bleeping it out when I just said it earlier. The freaking door on what no longer nourishes your soul, then change the lock. Burn it all to the ground. Here's the flannel sheets. Oh, and I had Crush. Orange Crush. So this was Sunday as my soda, and I watched Genie on Peacock. It was really good. My dad didn't eat again. Barely drank. I was so angry. I said I thought he was doing better because he drank a beer and had wine. I snapped at my boyfriend. He was complaining he forgot something at home, and I said, I have more. I said, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Wrecked These Eyes reading. Listened to Fallen. I got a deep point blade. I read 8 Dates. We had mushroom, mascarpone, and authentic Italian cheese pizza from Aldi. It was really good. And we had to take the dogs to the vet. Both of them, for a nail trim. And if you ask me why I don't trim their nails at home, because I don't trust myself. Okay. I don't even let my son trims the cat's nails. I won't do that either. Ran some errands. We went to this place called the Grocery Outlet. It was the first time we've ever been there. It was really good. We got a lot of stuff. And there's some stuff that I don't see anywhere around here. And then I didn't feel good that night. Stomach issues, that's all. I don't have the C word. I don't have COVID. So we caught up on shows. And then I read, and then you, this night, what did we do? Oh, how is it almost December? Truth. Here's a little sneak peek of a video coming up of ornaments I made. It says, you need to hang out with people who fit your future, not your history. Hang out with people who inspire you and force you to level up. Truth. Oh, also, we went to the store and saw my mom at the store my mom works out, and she asked me what I do to my filling because it was spicy. It was spicy. Not hot spicy, but it was too seasoned. And I'm sorry, Mom. We laughed about that the entire way home. I'm so sorry, Mom. But my boyfriend referred to her as a white girl. She is. We are white. See, we are white. But the boyfriend and I, when I cook, I season things, and I really season. And she was like, I like your grandmother's filling. I said, oh, so you like it bland. It's so bad. But yes, I season my food. And my boyfriend is in the car. He goes, tell you the truth, I think I could have used more seasoning. And when I told my dad the story, he said the same thing. He said, tell you the truth, could have used more seasoning. Sorry, it was so funny. But my boyfriend just called her a white woman. I was like, yeah, she's white, but... Because she even said to me the one day, we were grocery shopping, and I was shopping with her, and I said, I grabbed something, and she goes, I don't season things. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I have so many seasonings, I didn't even know what I had. I just threw out a bunch because they were all old and clumped up, and we had never used them because I have so many seasonings. Anyway, sorry, it was really funny. And then the last day I read Risk the Fall, and oh, here you go. Here's a picture of me. Look at this. Look at this. This is what my hair looks like in the morning when I wake up. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I'm growing my short haircut out. I'm tired of it. I can't deal with it anymore. It's too much upkeep, too much work. But it just looks so bad in the morning when I wake up. It's going to take a while to grow this hair out, but I'm fine with it. But like, never again will I go short. I told my boyfriend, I'm like, please remind me of this. Okay, so my dad actually ventured outside the house. He was feeling so much better, ventured outside the house, went to the store, and then I said, I'll pull out Thanksgiving because I froze filling and the rest of the turkey since my dad really didn't have Thanksgiving to pull out another time. And I said, maybe we'll have it on the 6th to celebrate my A1C being lowered, or to drown my sorrows if I have cancer, or maybe both. Sorry, I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh about it because I'm stressed out enough. With my anxiety issues, I am stressed out enough about it, and about having to go to a new place, which always like sends my anxiety into overdrive. Having to go to a new place and deal with and now I have to go to the hospital for this, and the hospital is huge. hospital is so big, and I have to find where this is. I have to find the correct building because there's like 6 buildings over there at the hospital. I have to find the right place, and then it's a 2-hour long appointment. 2 hours. Thankfully, the boyfriend is going with me because he knows, like, I told him, I said, you could just, like, go with me and then leave if you want. He's like, no. I'm like, oh, thank God, because my anxiety doesn't want you to leave me. It's okay. We're all okay here. Anyway, that was November in a nutshell, and this is a chunky boy, and honestly, I hate this size. I will never make this size journal again. It was way too small, and, yeah, I will never make this size again. Too small for me. So that's that. I can't wait to put it away and be done with it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please tell me down below, comment down below and let me know what your highlight of November was. I want to know, what was your highlight of November? I don't really have one. November was a crappy month for me. So please give me something to make me laugh or make me say, aw, please, because I need it. So like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video, and have a great rest of your day.